Hey guys, ICC Cup Fits or IC Cup Fits or whatever you guys want to call this website. This website awesomeness. We're gonna be back for another cast. It will be week 4 of D-Rank Team League. Spawning in the top right, we will have Lite Orbit, the Protoss player. Spawning in the top left, Fighting Spirit, excuse me, will be the Blue Zerg, Ravelyn. Now it's gonna be 8 teams DeSPA, which is gonna be 8 teams DeSPA versus Team Courage. 8th Team DeSPA is going to be being supported by Lite Orbit as TL Protoss, and which leaves Ravelyn for Team Courage. So we'll have to see how this plays out, and hopefully we don't get any technical difficulties to upload any kind of shenanigan videos. So probably Forge, Fast Expand, nothing out of the ordinary. Map will be Fighting Spirit, and I hate this map, but who cares? So your main is pretty ginormous enough to put whatever you really want to put in here. Your natural is on the low ground, not too hard to secure. People will end up kind of putting some defensive structures, and it's normally allowed to go Fast Expand. And then your third is normally over here, which is a little small ramp and a ramp to hold off here, which will end up being blocked up by a wall, pylon, sunkens, or supply depots, depending on what race is going to be playing which race. Now, also the third depends on where the location of your opponent is. You don't want to expand to your opponent, so if, per se, well, in this matchup, I'll just say they'll be probably most likely taking their third here because they don't want to be taking their third here, because that'd be kind of weird because you'd be taking your opponent's third. So, well, he will probably take his third down here because he doesn't want to expand to his opponent. Unlike the Protoss where he can expand down here. So Zerg is probably going to do his regular build, actually pool before hatch. So it looks like that's going down. So we're gonna have a couple more links. So in the news of the past week or so, because it's been a couple days since I've casted, what's been going on in the life of Fitz? Well, we got a new admin for Brood War channel. He's actually gonna do four or five games for D-Rank Team League, which makes my life easier, and hopefully we can get our other 2 casters on that. With that, and from there we can totally get some more content, that much more content out to you guys, especially supporting the D-Rank Team League with 3 instead of 4 casters instead of 1, or if not just 2 here. And for that to go down, and Lings are going to try to make across the map, but it's just going to be like, oh, there's 2 cannons there. Oh, yeah, we're not going to totally get rid of there. Yeah, like, dudes, like, let's not do that. Because this Ling is like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go over there anyway. Nope, I'm just going to, I don't know where this guy's going. No gas to speak. Oh, no, there it goes down. I was just like, never mind. And yeah, this wall is pretty tight, so not a lot of stuff's gonna be able to get by there pretty easily. And still no gas, but it tends to happen when you're going a fast expand. Also, fast expands tend to be more you can get away with it because the rush distance is so long, no matter which way you look at it. Now, Zerg in metagame tends to be going this kind of sneaky third, really far away, kind of sneaky-ish. We'll have to see if the probe will scout that, which will kind of leave the Zerg susceptible, especially to any early game aggression, but he will see that he's going fast expand, so you won't have that gateway super fast. I mean, 4-minute gateway is not going to be applying much pressure at all. So he can kind of get away with this. If he wants to start pumping out units, so he probably could and try to deny that expand, but we'll have to see how it goes down. Now, again, this is D-Rank play, so we're not going to be seeing any kind of super high-level kind of shenanigans going down, but yeah. And another news. So we got our new admin, Iron Frost. Yeah, but we call him. His name's ICC Cup Frost because we couldn't put his name that long. But yeah, so he'll be casting some of those games. I have been promoted to super admin. If that really means anything, not really. All it just allows me to do is ban people and make announcements to the whole ICC Cup place by making an announcement doing /ANN and being like, alright, so I'm going to do a 7-on-1 on Big Game Hunters and get my ass handed to me. But, hey, that was fun today. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I, like, challenged a new super admin on a 7-on-1. And I got disconnected the first time, so I had to, like, do 5 announcements. Everyone was getting mad at me because it's making 1,000 announcements. And, they ultimately just rushed me. So with probes, like 3 of them just sent drones SCVs at me, and I'm just like, well, I can't do anything. I was gonna go scout, early scout rush, but yeah, that didn't happen. So the Zerg's probably going Spire, which he's going. Tends to be the case, and Protoss will sometimes have difficulty dealing with that. Good cannon positioning tends to help good with that. But he will be getting his own Stargate, so we'll probably be seeing some Corsair play, which can be very hard for, very hard for a Zerg to deal with. Because as you notice, the time the Spire's up, sometimes he can get in there and do a lot of damage to the supply count, especially since he's already supply blocked as it is right now. Getting off a couple of free kills with that, he's going to be even pushing out a couple of Zealots right here, which could do some more damage. So we'll have to see if this does anything. I've seen a couple ZVPs where this Corsair play has really kind of hindered the Zerg in a lot of ways, because they don't have anything to deal with it. But we'll see if this will be turned into a Spore and be able to defend. He's supply blocked actually. He did actually lose a Overlord, but from what? He will be getting Templar Archives. So going pretty much a standard TVZ thing to go. He does have Corsair actually already, which is going to be going. He won't continue. He'll go mid game. Tends to be for more Corsair play, which will be transferred into Dragoon, Lurker. Dragoon, Zealot. Dragoon, Zealot, Archon, Mutable. I'm mixing up the two races. Zealot, Dragoon, High Templar, Archon play tends to be what happens a lot in Zerg. And then Zerg will sometimes go into Lurker play. Tend to get more Hydra in their army composition. Going pretty baller with the amount of hatcheries he's going for, especially with the drone count not being too high, especially on the third one. And of course they're going to be in the base right now. And there's only going to be a couple Scourge here. It depends on his control. Will he be able to deal with the Scourge? It looks like they will not connect. I'm surprised by that. 2 seconds are trying to go up. Trying to get up these Scourge into a good enough air force. Will he be able to micro his Corsair away? These might connect. But I believe they're at the same speed, and it looks like those Scourge will go off from their base. But yeah, going pretty heavy into the hatchery count, and I believe I saw a Hydra done. Yeah, it looks like he'll be good. Yeah, going for that main. So both players going pretty standard stuff right now, getting +1 attack. So yeah, so hopefully, meaning with these new ICC Cup admins, well, hopefully they're going to be better casters than me, per se, because I know you guys are probably hating me right now. After so many casts of mine, you're probably sick of me, right? Am I right? Maybe not. No, could be off. But give you a new voice to listen to, a new perspective on things, and you won't have to hear my voice every video up. I'm going to have to see how it's actually going to play out, because apparently I'm in control of it now. Varial seems pretty busy. That's why they pretty much helped me become a super admin for to help him out, as he's been pretty busy. So, and I can actually get another Overlord kill, not utilizing this Corsair, but 1 Hydra is not really going to be able to kill off 2 Corsair, and that will pretty much bring the Zerg again supply block. Now the problem with this is that supply block is obviously terrible, but for Zerg where you're trying to build up that mass army, this is really hindering you, because even now you have the economy, but now you're just killing off the Overlords, and then they can't do anything about it. Because the units that they have, they're already supply blocked as it is, but Hydra are pretty good against Zealots, especially that many Hydra. But these are +1 Hydra, so we'll have to see how it goes. 1 mass Hydra at this point. Will he have enough cannons if he decides to attack the front door? I don't think he does. Oh, and he will lose all the Corsair, pretty much. I believe he had 1 more over there. Nope, that was a Zealot and 1 more Scourge. He will be getting Archon. Archon are pretty good against Hydra, and I believe he does have Storm. If not, he will be shortly. Even getting Dragoon range now, so it looks like he's definitely getting that right tech composition going right here. Probably getting that robotic facility to try to kill off Lurkers. Will be getting Lurker tech. I don't know yet. I'm not sure if he really got it yet, but it's going to be 69 supply to 60 supply. Protoss is actually ahead, which doesn't even look like that with this army. It just seems measly to the the amount of Hydra he has. That's even Lings up there. Lings will try to do a counterattack on this base, and he's kind of out of position to deal with this right now. It looks like he may be pushing out. This could do some damage here. He might probably have to force another cancel on the third. And if Protoss doesn't normally get up to third base, especially mid-game, it tends to be really rough on them, as they just don't have enough production to keep up with the other races, it tends to be. And it's kind of hard for them to deal with. But it actually looks like it will go up, but it will force out, them to be out of position for this Hydra. And this could do some damage on the main. It depends if he's able to get in time, but actually he's going to be setting up Hydra Force here, which can do a lot of damage to cannons, and it looks like he'll be able to get in here. Will a nice storm go off, though? That's kind of key here. Will he lose a... No, he does lose a High Templar. Oh, storming his own army. Not a good thing. Yeah, ooh, this could be pretty intense for the Zerg right now. He's getting kind of clumped up in the corner here. And it looks like he's going to have to retreat here. Zealots are pretty beefy units, and especially when you have the same amount of Hydra to Zealot ratio, Zealots are going to win at the end of the day here. And Dragoon range is almost done, and that observatory is finally going down to get those observers out. Will he start Lurker tech? It doesn't look like he is. So standard observer, it doesn't look like it's going to be doing that much. Will getting +1 missile upgrades for his Hydra and securing his own 4th base. But Protoss will be off a 3 base, and the 3 base Protoss can be pretty devastating, especially when they can start really maxing out those gateways and producing their massively powerful units, especially if he starts going triple upgrades, or at least double upgrades, but at least he's still getting a couple upgrades, getting a DT in the mix just to do some more damage. Because it's never a bad thing if you can kind of hinder someone's whole base by 1 DT. It's pretty cost effective for it. But there tends to be good Overlord placement, so DT won't do that much. So. Excuse me, it's been a pretty long weekend. I didn't have work today, thankfully, and yeah, cans are going down, and this is what I mean, like 6 gateways. Yeah, 6 gateways total. And that High Templar is like, yo, dude, I want to get on the action. There will be engagement happening over here. He's not really in position to deal with this. And wow, those are nice storms going down there. But Mutar in here to do some damage. Might lose the High Templar. This could be pretty. Will he be able to do any damage here? That's the important thing. He will be cleaning up Hydra, but that's not the... Hydra are very easy to repair here, and the Protoss just kind of pretty much traded armies, and I don't know how cost-effective that was. He could storm that whole army, but he doesn't have any energy to deal with that. Yeah, and I don't think running up here really did much of anything. I mean, other than killing off a couple of Hydra, I mean, what's that going to do? Might get a couple of drone kills, thankfully, especially with that upgraded DT, which is going to be doing... 46 damage will be enough to one-shot a couple drones, but really that really wasn't cost-effective at all for the Protoss player, and it's pretty hard to watch that. Zerg will also be securing his own 5th behind that as well. If the Protoss doesn't get some kind of harass going here, this can be pretty terrible for him. But yeah, definitely a very interesting game so far. Oh, and I totally forgot, APM-wise. So for Light Orbit, I believe I casted him at least once, or if not twice already. He's averaging 169 and maxing at 291 this game, and Ravelyn is averaging 151, and I'm actually at 261. Kind of actually interesting, because Protoss tends to have that high of a APM demanding race compared to Zerg, where you have to like control group everything and move everything around. But yeah, looks like Protoss will have a higher APM, which may help him in the longer run, but yeah. We'll be getting Orbital Tribunal. I don't tend to see Arbiters as played, they tend to be a really late game kind of thing, so it looks like he's going to actually kind of be rushing for late game tech, as it is only 14 minutes in the game right now, and he's going to be pausing for pause please, and there we go. They just started their game again, nothing out of the ordinary. Sunken Colony is going down, and Lurker Tech is actually about halfway done, a little delayed, and some idle drones going down, but nothing out of the ordinary. So, back at Protoss headquarters, we are seeing +2, or +3, excuse me, pretty early +3, just completing as well, which will really help, especially it's going to be pushing out right at the time this upgrade is going to be finishing. Very, very nice. And we'll be getting that extra, I believe that's extra starting energy, or extra energy in general for the High Templar. It looks like extra energy total that they can max up to 250 energy instead of 200. Getting +1 air upgrades, interesting move because he doesn't really have much of an air. He has one Corsair. I don't know if that's really gonna help him. But hey, if you might be tech switching into Mass Scout or something, which would be pretty awesome against the Zerg, especially since they go Hydra, and Hydra kind of counter facepalm any kind of Scout or anything that can shoot in the air. Pretty much counters hardcore Scout. So yeah. So we'll have to see. You know, Zerg is gonna be macroing like a champ here, as he will be off a 5 base. Yeah. Upgrade front for the Zerg is also looking +1. So he's going to be unupgraded, which can be pretty hard for him. Protoss looks like he's going to be expanding, or at least double expanding, maybe. No, it looks like he's going to be single expanding down to the bottom right-hand expansion. Excuse me. So, Protoss will be expanding, and that is a pretty big army. He was able to rebuild that pretty efficiently. 149 supply to 109. This is pretty hard for him to deal with. I'm surprised by this, especially since he lost his entire army before. This could be a lot of damage, but there's a lot of lurkers here, and just things are melting to that whole lurker line. Will he have an observer? He will. He will have 2, but will this be able to do enough damage? Lurkers are very good. Storming nothing, yeah, it looks like the Zerg might be able to hold here. That is quite a few Dragoons with +3, though, which will do a lot of damage to Hydra. And nice Storm, getting all those Lurkers down to minuscule health. If he could just get the Observer over there, he could do a lot of damage. And he might have been able to break this, too. Will he does he have enough for a couple of Storms? He does. Will he lose his High Templar? That would be pretty bad for him. If he does, and it looks like he will, indeed. And Overlord, it looks like Lings are going to be scouting for a new base, and it looks like he will be coming here just in the right time, because the base has just begun, which might force a cancel altogether. It looks like he's going to be pushing out again, but yeah, Arbiter is coming out. I guess +1 air upgrades for that Arbiter to do, I think it's like 12 damage now. Where are you, Arbiter? Arbiter, I know you're around here. Arbiter, you're invisible. No, that's not invisible. Never mind. And it looks like, yeah, this base might, or will have to be at least delayed, I guess, for any kind of transfer. We'll have to see what it does. Doesn't look like they really want to kind of attack that Nexus. I'm surprised by that. But will he let it go down? I'll be surprised if he does, especially he doesn't really have much to respond to that. 131 to 98. Zerg isn't really producing anything right now. I'm surprised by this. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Ravelyn's actually doing right now. Getting extra energy on the Arbiter. He will be doing 11 damage. Excuse me, not 12. That extra damage, I guess, is worth it maybe. But hey, it's his own build and it's D rank. So let's give him a round of applause. I'm surprised by it. This game definitely seems like a higher rank than a D rank game, I have to admit, though, but it is pretty entertaining to watch altogether. Looks like Lings are going to come in here, try to do a counterattack. The Nexus did go up, though, and didn't cancel it. Now, we'll see if their D ranking shows, because late game tends to be harder for lower level players, as there's much more to do in the later stages of the game. Is there going to be left untouched off a 5 base, though? I'm surprised that he's not at 200 already. So he does have the supply. He has the supply and he has the mineral count to do so. Protoss is at 169, really utilizing all of his gateways right now. Not producing any more out of his Stargate. I guess he doesn't want to have another, yet another Arbiter. As it does take out, I think it's like 3 supply. I'm also surprised that he's not really defending off his third, and he is lined out on his main, and his National's almost mained out, so he's really gonna have to take an expand somehow. And it looks like he's gonna recall, and I might have been wrong about that upgrade. That might have been a recall before. It looks like it's gonna be a recall. And he does recall, but not that much stuff. Surprised he didn't domain the whole majority of his army, but we'll have to see. He wants to make sure he doesn't want to lose that Arbiter, though. If that Scourge connects, and it will, but it didn't quite kill it off. He even got a probe in the action. Does he have a kill? He doesn't. plus 1 armor, all as well, and Zerg's upgrades are 1/1. So they're equal in the armor count, but oh, he did lost plus 2 Carapace halfway before it's done. That's really gonna put the Zerg back here, and this is done actually just kind of done. I'm surprised this is still not shut down yet. This will just kind of give the Protoss more time to build up their army. 169 to 85. I don't know what Ravelyn's doing right now. He could be producing a whole major army right now, but yeah. Just sitting back, I guess. He just wants to build up that those minerals, I guess. I don't know what to say. He's not... I don't know what he's doing. Nothing's being produced. It's just like he stopped playing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. He's just not like he's playing or anything. We got a Linga lurker around, but what's the point? Well, I guess he's active. I'm surprised by that. So Protoss will be mined out. Yeah. So while stuff is kind of working for the Zerg until he produces another wave of units, I guess. What's the news with me? Yeah, so we have a new super admin coming. Well, I am the new super admin. We have a new caster. I think he'll be really good. He seems more of like a higher level player that can definitely help a C rank player. And I believe he'll definitely be better able to cast. Better be able to help cast games and all. Looks like a drop's happening, but I'm not sure if he really wants to waste a storm on that. That drones. The winds are too George Davis. Oh. Again, this game's not boring. I'm just really tired. Pro transfer going nowhere. I'm surprised these links aren't actually doing anything to that. Who doesn't like the long distance mine? Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna eat some minerals for dinner tonight. Nom 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 nom. Oh, what's up, Lings? You might be faster than me, but you can't attack me. That's right. Yep. Oh, and cannon. Nom 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 nom. Still eight. Why are you killing off your own hatchery, dude? Someone elaborate to me why he's killing off his whole his natural. It's not natural. Wait, I can just select random things. If I press 1, I can check what his things are. That's cool. I didn't know that. I could like play like he is. I know it's control groups, but it only works for the Protoss player, huh? Interesting. I didn't know you could like figure out what their control groups are. I don't know why it's long distance mining. This game has just gone from a really high level game to a D-rank game. What are they doing? I'm confused. Just gonna speed it up a little bit. I'm actually just literally trying to figure out what's going on here. Maybe this was an error that's wrong with the replay editor, but I don't think it is. He just hasn't gone over 85 supplies, so it's like... weird. I have never seen anything like this, actually. I'm very surprised. He's queuing up another gateway. Why do I have a feeling this is such a glitch? Was this a joke game or something? Four times? The heck is going on here? This doesn't make sense. Nidus Canal for what? Yeah, these are the two players. They're human players. I mean, I don't know what happened in this game. It was like going somewhere. I guess I'll upload this game, but like, what? I mean, the first part of the game was just good, but it's like you just don't know what happens in the end, man. It's just I don't know what happened, man. He's getting his upgrades. The GG from Ravelyn, but, okay, if we're gonna go off the fact that he did produce anything after 85 supply, that will pretty much leave, what's 8th team DeSPA, ahead, which will leave him 1-0 for the series, but, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I'm just wondering if that's a glitch or something, but if that's how the game went down, then, you know, Ravelyn, I mean, dude, produce more units. You probably could have won that game. You had so many minerals, you had 5 bases, you were doing everything right to the point it's like you just died, you didn't do anything. It was after, like, that one engagement, nothing made sense after. The guy just threw all of his army away and didn't do anything, wasn't cost effective. And then you didn't, you know, capitalize on that. I think that's just the one thing you need to improve on. This game was perfect by you, except for that. Light Orbit, you know, other than the fact, make better decisions, you know, that's kind of how it goes down. But this, again, I guess, Ravelyn lost, and I guess good game by both players. I'm just really confused of what happened. Alright, have fun, guys. Peace. I'll in the next video, I'll try to clarify what happened if I can. Alright, peace, guys. ICC Cup Fits out of here.